This is for the A2 Advanced Production Evaluation question. Question number 3, what have you learned from your audience feedback? Firstly, we had to obviously generate a response from other people. One of the ways that we did that was via social networking sites, example Facebook. An example of using Facebook was by publicly putting it on Facebook, and as you can see there, it's a screenshot of the movie poster on my Facebook, on one of the photos on my Facebook. I've simply just asked for a bit of feedback there, and then as you can see I've got some comments and likes on the photo just around there, which I'll go through after. Another way that we generated response was through personal conversations just with family or friends. One was a screenshot that I got through Facebook of a friend, and she's just given me her response there. Another way was to ask the class, just different groups in the class, just say what did you think that was best of the movie poster, what do you think could have been improved, etc. And I've put them into charts, and the first one is a pie chart, and the other two are bar charts, which again I'll go through after. This is the final product of the movie poster right there. I'll go through the feedback in a minute, what they liked best and what they didn't like best. But the only element of the movie poster that we did change was the title. And the original draft of the movie poster was this. That's the font for the title. And we looked at it, and we were pleased with it. And then we got a comment here on the Facebook page from a friend. They're just basically just saying that the title could be a bit clearer. So we took that on board. I sat down with the group and talked to them about it. And if you do look at it, you can see his where he's coming from. The eye, obviously that's meant to be an eye for I Spy, but it could be taken as anything. It could be taken just as a shape or a T maybe, or you don't know. And it's meant to be a dark. And then we looked at the background picture, and it's all meant to be a dark, creepy, sort of tense, edge of your seat photo. And then you've got an artistic font for the top. It didn't suit it, so we decided to go back. And then I went onto the internet on a website called The Font, DA Font, and then went onto a subgenre of horror, and there were lots of different choices, but the one that I thought was best was one that is now being used, which is this. I've used this for a few reasons. For example, it's almost like obviously the point of the film is where he is following the young lady around, spying on her, and it's all secret, it's all tense, and you don't know really what's going on. So the font of the title is almost like a government stamp, like classified, so not many people know about it. Or another way that it could potentially be taken is that it's in a forest, the picture, and the forest is always patchy. There's it goes well. I think it correlates well to the photo, which is obviously very important if it needs to have that element of professionalism in the poster. Or another way is that he's following her around, and there's maybe left footsteps in the ground, in the mud, and obviously it's not like a shoe print, but it looks like that. It looks like someone stepped over the font in a shoe. So we looked at that as a group, and I obviously looked at that, and then I thought that was the best font for the title, and that was the only bit of feedback that we actually took on board and we changed. The rest we didn't take on board and change. We sat down as a group, and I also looked at it, and I thought that it didn't really need to be changed, but I'll go through them anyway. One of the friends that I have that said they didn't actually like well, not that they didn't like, but they thought what could have been improved was they didn't. It was the gap between the stars and this quote, the thrilling mystery quote. They said that it would have been better to have all three quotes like perfectly spaced out between each other. And the only reason why I did that in the first place and I still kept it was because I if I kept it all, I tried to put the title, the slogan, and the first quote all on the top half of the page, so that the middle half could be the picture of the girl in the photo, which is just in the middle there. And then the bottom half was going to be the QR code, the rating, the credits, the release date, and then the two quotes there. I didn't want it all over. I wanted it almost like separated there and there. So I didn't actually change the. I didn't take that feedback back on board. With the charts for the questionnaires that we used throughout the class, I'll start with the pie chart first. We got the question was, did you think that the title correlated well with the movie genre? And we got 6 yeses, which is the navy, no, the lilac. And we got 1 which said no, which was the red one, which was the comment on YouTube about the comment on Facebook there that was originally talking about this title there. So that no there was the one that we actually took on board. For the bar charts, we asked what was the most professional element of the movie poster there. And the different elements of the movie poster are all there. We got the highest scoring one was the title. We got 7 people say that the title was the best element, which was quite a surprise because we thought as a group that the background picture was the best element of it. Nobody actually said that the slogan was one of the best elements of the poster, which is just under there. And we got 5 people say that the background picture was the best element. We had 3 people say that the quotes on there, just along there, we said that 3 people said that the quotes were their favourite things. The release date, 1 person said about the release date, and I'll explain about the release date. I put it, obviously, as you can see, quite bold and clear on the movie poster, because when I did my initial research for the movie poster, none of them seemed to have the date clear. It was always hidden, always really, like small writing, so you have the title and the picture and the quotes, and then that's it. But as a potential customer, if it's, if you're looking at it from a distance, you can see the picture, the name of the film, and the date clearly there. And if you want to look into it, you've got the quotes and you've got the QR code and the credits there and the slogan underneath there. But for me personally, the 3 main elements of the poster that needed to really be eye-catching and the potential customer needed to be drawn into viewing this poster further was as I said, the title, the background picture, and the date. We had 3 people say that the QR code was their favourite aspect of the movie poster. The QR code was inserted. It's just there. It was placed in because of the target audience of the movie would be around 16 to 23. Most of them people are likely to have smartphones. So by adding that in, they can look at that, scan it, and then they're straight on the website. It increases viral marketing a lot more, which would obviously help the film be successful. And in terms of demographic research, if you place that on there, you know that you've done your research and that the youth are going to come over and look at it. So we haven't missed them out really on the movie poster. Just there. The credits were what two people said were their favourite aspects. The credits there, as you can see, they were obviously I had to. I thought that by stretching the main, well, the names, as you can see there, and the main words like New Line Cinema and KCB Films, and I Spy, obviously the name of the film. I thought that by stretching them and enlarging it, that it would give that element of professionalism to the movie poster, which was obviously vital. And the last one, which one person said that they thought was their favourite element, was the certified rating down at the bottom left, and they said that was because they're obviously, you see that on movie posters, and it's almost like now you expect it to be there. You expect to see that movie, that certified rating on the movie poster. So again, for professionalism terms, that was added in. We then asked as well, what was the least professional element of the movie poster? And we had no one said that the title was the least professional. The most unliked aspect of the movie poster was the slogan, and we didn't actually get any potential improvements for the slogan, but maybe it could have been improved. But the only thing that I could see really wrong with that is that it's almost like hidden away too much. I mean, again, if you look there, you can barely see it, but if you look into it, it's still actually a bit hard to see. So maybe it could have been enlarged or maybe put into a bold font, maybe. But we didn't do anything to that. The background picture had no votes either. The quotes had 2 votes. Obviously, one of them was the Facebook conversation with my friends, just saying that they didn't like the gap between the space in between all 3 quotes. The other release date had 2 votes against it. The QR code had 1 vote against it. The credits had 2 votes, and the certified rating had 3 votes against it. But they didn't say why. They just said that they didn't like it. They thought it was it was the least professional looking element of the movie poster. So overall, that's the final product of the movie poster that I've created. In terms of feedback, we got quite a lot of feedback. Again, on the Facebook page, apart from that one comment there saying about the title, we got a comment saying it's good, and another one saying that they actually thought it was coming out because it looks good. So we just got quite a lot of people saying it was really good. A couple of bits of feedback, only one of them taken on board, which, to be fair, was one of the main elements of the movie poster. The title. That's the only thing that we changed. I'll put them up side by side just to tell the difference. That's the only bit that we actually changed, and we had quite a lot of feedback, as I said, to finish it off, through social networking sites, i.e. Facebook, questionnaires done around the class, and just personal conversations, with family or someone through Facebook. And that's how we generated our responses. I put some of the responses into pie and bar charts there, and that's it really. That's all the feedback that we got.